Let's move this out of your way too. Okay, we're live. We're going to do it again in a second. So we're going to put the screen up, play. So let me do this one too. Jonathan, just talk for a second. We're getting ready to do
this presentation video. 4 keys to filling your inbox with quality leads.
Okay. Talk again.
4 keys to filling your inbox with quality leads.
So
4 ways to fill your inbox with quality leads.
okay, so we've got iPhone working, this recorder, pocket recorder going with Lavalier. We've got the ScreenFlow up, so we will edit this out. And we are ready. So let me do a sound check first. Okay, cut 1, Jonathan, 4 keys to filling your inbox with quality leads. Wait, stop, start over. Just pause for about 10 seconds after I clap.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for letting me do this presentation. I know you're all really very busy, but I think I'm dealing with a really important subject. And the title of my presentation to you this lunchtime is 4 keys to filling in your inbox with quality leads. Key 1, your database. I know this is 101 of real estate, and I know it's hammered into you that you've got to build up your database. But, you know, I think the fact is a lot of agents are scared. Because I hear a lot of this. I know it's really important, but I'll get to it. Or I hear it's really important, but I just don't know where to start. Or I hear, well, it's great, but I need leads right now. And I wondered the reasons why I hear this. And I think, you know, when we're dealing with something that we don't quite know how to do, we tend to push it into the background because we're frightened, basically, subconsciously. And, you know, I think in some ways it's easier to talk to new prospects than to work out what you're going to say to the people that have already done business with you and produce materials and content that will keep that relationship going. But what you've got to understand is that it's really important. You know, you've got to understand, do you want to be a relationship real estate agent or a transactional agent? And what's the difference? One is a commodity, the other is a trusted expert. So do you want just to be a commodity on Zillow, or do you want to be seen as a trusted expert? And I put to you that the agent that's seen as a trusted expert will get more quality leads, will not have to do so much advertisement, and will build a book of business that will sustain their business over multiple years. So you basically, it's a term that you all know. It's keeping yourself top of mind of the people that have already done business with you, know you, like you in the community, but doing it in a way that isn't abrasive, that's on topic, on subject to the particular group that you're trying to communicate to. So who should be in this database? This is the other question I'm asked a lot by agents. Who should be in this database? Well, literally anybody that's either you've consulted, bought property from you, you've helped them sell property with, people, your family, friends, relatives, people that you've helped out with non-profits that have worked with you on a non-profit, sporting groups, anybody in the community that can recognize you and that can associate what you do with your face, with your name. So what do you do with this database? How do you online keep yourself in front of this biggest referral resource for you? And the key number 2 is email marketing, one of the oldest ways, but still one of the most effective. But on the other hand, I would say one of the most misunderstood, in some ways abused methods of keeping yourself in front of people. You know, first of all, you've got to split your list into different groups. You know, there's the biggest group, that people that know you, like you, and can remember your name, can remember your face, but they're not actively looking for property right now. But they can refer people to you, and it's important to keep in contact with them. Then there's a second group that might not be right now looking for property, but you know that they're pretty warm, that you've had discussions with them and you've put them in your customer relations system, that in the next few months they're going to be looking. And then you've got your red hot list, your real prospects that are either selling property right now or looking to buy. And that's how you should divide your database and your email lists. But then when you're going to send email to these different types of lists and you haven't communicated with them for quite a while, you've got to send what I call a reconnect email. And this is one of the ways that a lot of agents don't do. You just can't send people just an email out of the blue. You've got to write them a quick email saying why you're going to be trying to contact them, when you're going to be contacting them, and what is in that email for them. And you've got to explain that quickly and coherently. And you've got to give them a way to unsubscribe. There's no point in bombarding people with email that they don't really want. And it's normally because you're sending the wrong kind of message to the wrong type of group. Well, what you also got to be aware of is that a third of your list will die every year. That's 30%. People divorce, people change jobs, people move, various reasons their email no longer works. So this is why you must be always feeding the database with new contact information and new email addresses. And you must be marketing those people, because over a 2-year period, 60% of your original list will no longer be effective. Key 3, social media. It's a great way of keeping yourself in front of your biggest referral local resource. But in my mind, there's only one real dominant player, and that's Facebook. Facebook is, I would say, the £100 gorilla in social media when it comes to you as an agent effectively marketing on social media. Did you know that almost 25% of people that use Facebook log in 5 times a day? And then there's another statistic that almost 25% spend almost 40 minutes on Facebook per day. And almost a third of any quality leads that come from social media come from Facebook. It literally dominates lead production if you're a real estate agent. Key 4, reviews. I think this is another, a bit like email, a very misunderstood thing that agents must be doing. Did you know that it's been well reported on Realtor.com through one of their surveys that most clients looking to sell or buy property, especially on the seller side, are checking out agents about 2 to 3 months before they will contact you, the agent. So they're looking at your reviews, your website, how effective you are online, and they're making a conscious or subconscious decision about which agents are most effective. And it's really like the normal world before we had social media or review sites like Zillow or Realtor.com. Basically, what other people say about you in the community is much more powerful than what you can shout out about yourself. And it's the same online. You know, having good copy on your website is great, but what other people are saying on other websites, especially on review sites, is 12 times more powerful than what anything you can say on your website. And they are reading these reviews and they are checking you out. What a lot of agents don't have is they don't have a methodical system of trying to get positive reviews. They tend to leave this at a last minute conversation at the end of the process. This is not the way to do it. You need to almost in the second conversation be telling the prospect that you will, at the end of the process, when they've received fantastic service, that you will be asking a review from them. During the midway point, you should reinforce that again. And near the end of working with that client, you should say again that you'll be asking a review. Do not leave it at the last minute to ask them for that review. You need a much more methodical methodology about doing this. So hopefully I've given you some ideas about why your database is so important, why email is still a very effective medium of keeping yourself in front of your biggest referral source, why social media is important, linked to Facebook, and why reviews are very, very important to any local agent. If you want to hear more about how Mailrite can help you with all these 4 areas, here's my contact details and information. Please feel free to contact me. And thank you for the opportunity of this presentation.
Okay, we're still rolling right now on that backside. We can cut this. Go ahead and give your, do a real cut real fast and do that. No, do the end of that again. Say, here's my information, but go ahead and at least give your phone number out loud.
Oh.
775, so practice, cut that again.
Right, and here's my contact information. If you want to email me, it's really easy. It's Jonathan, JONTHAN, @mail-right.com, and that's RIGHT. And if you want to call me on my mobile, which is 775-220-7306, and feel free to contact me.
Good cut. Go ahead and turn off everything on your systems.